Thanks, Nkirika. A simple body scan can help identify potential health issues before symptoms even begin to show. I spoke with the medical director at Preventative Diagnostic Center about how you can take control of your health. Preventative Diagnostic Center, working to find everything early so you can best treat yourself. I'm here with Dr. John Pierce in front of the machine you're using to do all of this. And let's talk about those scans. How are these really helping with early cancer detection?
Well, when we do the scan, we'll just talk about the lungs, right? We can detect nodules down to about 2 millimeters, which is about the size of a grain of rice. And now, depending on how that nodule looks, our radiologist will view it and say, this needs a follow-up scan in 3 months, 6 months, if it looks suspicious. And then we'll advise patients as such. Sometimes he looks at it and this is cancer. He will tell us that, the patient should be followed up with like a PET scan to see if this is spread or anything. So then we'll call the patient and say, listen, you need to get in to see your primary care doctor. There's a suspicious lesion found. The radiologist recommends a PET scan, and really get them on the ball. These cancers, especially in the lung, they grow rapidly. So if somebody is at high risk for it, they're a smoker, working in casinos when they used to allow the smoking in the casinos, right, or a family history of lung cancer, those types of things make us more prone to having lung disease and or cancer. And especially with lung cancer, early diagnosis yields a much, much better prognosis.
And I think it's hard too, because in Vegas, that stuff is really just all around you out here. And has this saved anyone's life? Has anyone come in here and this really has saved their life?
Well, I know that we've caught some cancers, and unfortunately I haven't followed up on some of these patients. I would assume that it has saved their life. With the lung cancers, I know with the heart disease for sure, we've had patients that have gotten a scan and we've sent them to the cardiologist and they report back, they had massive coronary artery disease and they needed stents, and in some cases bypass surgery, which they wouldn't have gotten as soon as they did.
The importance of that early detection, which is what we're doing here. And you mentioned the lungs, you touched on the heart, but what organs can this really look at?
So we, like I said, the lungs and the heart. We also can look at the thyroid. We do see things in the thyroid, nodules, and we offer recommendations to follow up when we find that. We also look at the liver, the kidneys, the gonads, so the uterus and ovaries in women, and men, the testicles. So we can see things throughout the whole abdominal cavity as well.
The early screening, so important. All of that can be found right here at Preventative Diagnostic Center. And you can get a heart scan and calcium score for just $165. All you need to do is call the number on your screen and visit pdcenterlv.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.